Good afternoon, adventurers. Today we're doing something slightly different again. You know, at the moment in the world, it's a tricky time to be a transgender or a gender non-conforming individual. There's a great many number of people who simply don't want to just let us peacefully live our lives. And you know, I, as a non-binary person, do quite a lot of peaceful living, peaceful existing myself, both online and in my home life. And it attracts quite a bit of hatred. But I thought, let's do something productive, whilst also shining a light on this issue. So here we go, making songs out of my hate mail with Grooveboxes to keep it relevant to Magical Synth Adventure. Let's hear some Groovebox action.
We are losing me! Like fucking St. George! What the fuck is that?
Now, on to the only real-life hate mail I ever received. This is actually just a copy. The police have the original. During a period where I had great body dysmorphia and didn't want to look in any mirrors, the only kind of safe little mirror I could do my makeup in was the car mirror. So I used to go out the front garden and sit in the car and do my makeup, and then one day this note was put on the car, and it really made me feel pretty unsafe, to be honest.
I've driven past your house recently. I have seen you doing your makeup in the car mirror. You must stop doing this. I have children. You're setting a bad example for them. In my country, they burn you alive in the car. They burn you alive in the car. I have children.
So the really interesting thing about this is I'm supposedly setting the bad example. By being a male who is wearing makeup, I am setting a bad example. However, going around and leaving death threat notes, harrowing death threat notes on someone's car, that's absolutely fine, apparently. That's not setting a bad example. But yeah, totally stable, community-minded behavior there, right? This one is the only one that made it to YouTube's held for review bin, a spectacular achievement. And I wanted to explore potentially that this comment or other comments might have been some form of misplaced affection, maybe? We'll never know, but I thought the song was pretty cool.
You dress like a sex offender. Can't even be sure of your gender. Forbidden space in between. Scared and attracted when you won't pick a team. I'm secretly in love with you. I'm secretly in love with you. No one can know. I'm secretly in love with you. I'm secretly in love with you. No one can know. And never find me. What scares me most. And if anyone finds out, I'll be toast. And they'll never find me. I'm secretly in love with you.
Anyhow, it's intermission time, and now it's time for the story of the Coastal Path Flasher.
Are you fuckers insane? Providing a platform to this extroverted drama queen. Latex shit, vegan shit, denouncing people quite normal diets, yeah. And acting up when Sissy don't get her wishes. 7 grand of therapy or not. This toxic shit but needs to be told to fuck off, yeah. 7 grand of therapy or not. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off.
This next one isn't homophobic or transphobic or anything like that. This one seems to be more of a personality takedown. It was left on my very heartfelt, in-depth autism video by someone who clearly took some time out of their day to leave this steaming pile of abuse on my YouTube inbox. Of course, like any video, there were comments that didn't make it. Some of them weren't quite funny enough to make it into the video. And some of them didn't make it because they were frankly too indecent to write songs about. So thanks for joining me on this little journey through my hate mail. I think one of the things I wanted to highlight is the talking point that opponents of trans people often bring up. And it's that supposedly trans people are delusional and mentally ill. Now, I'm not one for stigmatizing mental illness, but the comments and the letters we've seen today, I don't think they're coming from a good place. I don't think that they are the writings of kind, caring, well-adjusted people. And so I think it highlights that in fact, sometimes with this stuff, every accusation is a confession. And certainly, I can add more. In my head at least, I can think of more examples of people who are very, very anti-trans, who have gone to extreme lengths over an unhealthy obsession with this community. And it shows me that these responses are coming from a place of fear and not understanding something. And I believe and I hope that everybody will eventually see that as the truth. That these smear tactics and old chestnuts being used against us exactly the same way they were used against the gay community in the late 80s will be seen through eventually, and we will be vindicated. And on that note, I have a final song for you. Woke up this morning, my world fell down. Rulebook skewered tatters on the ground. They've been peddling these lies for so damn long. Ask any of us, we'll tell you they've got the science wrong. Refuse to hear our voices, took away our choices, deemed unsafe, but we know who we are. We know we're good people, we've sold such long and hard, far more than our fair share. And if the world at large refuses to believe us, it's not on us to prove it. History will show
shadow. Love